Good afternoon. Been watching Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And now I'm gonna do some jewellerying. Is that okay? That's okay, isn't it? Yes. I've already made a couple of 3 ring shanks there that need to I need to tidy up and stuff, so they need to dry out. And then I've made a little kind of sparkly nubbin top to go on one of them. And I want to do something with a heart because I've got these fabulous lab created ruby hearts. And I've got a bunch of other stones as well that I would quite like to use in something. I'm just working on a little shape here. And I've also got a hand that I'd like to use today and an owl. I've got a little sacred heart. If I can show you, there's a little sacred heart there that I'm going to add to some stuff. This one is a ring shank that actually cracked and I had to fix it back together, but it's now completely dried. So hopefully that should be strong enough that I can like finish off today. So while they're drying off, I am going to sand down some of this. Well, and then there's also this. This was the Shining Twins that I did before. I'm wondering if I can use that today. Like maybe attach it to something. Like that's already been fired, so that's already silver. So that might be quite tricky, but we'll see. I should say hellos, really, shouldn't I? To all you lovely people. And so we've got hello Dorothy and Laura, and Jewel, Veranda Files, Nia, Mandy, Jane, Jackie, Peter. I think that's everyone, isn't it? So are you all enjoying your bank holiday Monday? I've enjoyed my bank holiday weekend. Today's my chill day. Yes, had to go blonde before I could do this. So before I went out yesterday, I bleached it so it went yellow. Oh God, that's really not flattering angle there, is it? Yes, I bleached it so that it went blonde, and then so I could put this on top, because otherwise it would do what it did the other week where it just comes straight out. Peter is knackered. Is that knackered from your many ka-chings? I must say it's been quite quiet on eBay today. I had a nice £70 odd sale over the weekend on Etsy, which is nice. Had a good day yesterday on eBay. Always nice, but quieter today, I'm guessing, obviously. People are out and enjoying the sunshine, and I don't blame them. But I spent yesterday out in 2 pubs. Boot sales, you mean? Not boot fairs, boot sales. I need to get visual what I'm doing in. Oh, even more unflattering angle for me. I don't want you to see my belly, see? Because it's not. If I do, that's a bit better, isn't it? There we go. Too many kaboot fairs. Boot sales, yes, boot sales. Did you buy much? We did a jumble trail, but I didn't buy that much. I ended up buying more in the charity shops that were in the town rather than the actual jumble trail stores. Not quite as lucky as Ninky Nonk and Andrea with purchases. Although we did pick up some nice free bits, which was cool. I think I need a bigger file to get in there. Thank you, Dee. Yes, I bleached it and then put like it's lilac mixed with a hint of the blue that I used to do. And then when this washes out, I'll go back to proper blue, I think, because I miss being blue. I like blue. I've got to remember not to try and be perfect on these, haven't I? So what did you get, Peter, that was so good? I got Mew and a bunch of Pokemon cards and a Nintendo 64 and some random Atari cartridge and some New Rock boots and yeah. Oh, she's up there now. Can you see? There she is. There's Fiona. Hey, Belle. I'm making rings for a change. I think once I've done this lot, then I'm going to send them away to get hallmarked. You know, I am makey. Yeah, I've got so hopefully 4 rings today, and then that should be, I think, 10 that I can send off to get stamped. And then I've also got, because the same place you can get stuff like, you know, unmarked gold and well, you wouldn't bother with silver, but unmarked gold. I think you can get it like re-hallmarked, or at least like properly verified as to what it is. So I've got a gold like signet ring and what I think might be gold and nephrite jade necklace, which is absolutely gorgeous. I'll show it in a Sparkly Things video soon. But it's testing as gold, but there's no marks on it. And it looks to me like 2 different types of gold, because there's the very 9-carat gold looking type, which is like kind of verges on like a pinky brown. And then there's a bright yellow, which is more like your 14. Like, which is the chain. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm hoping it's gold, but I'm hoping that it's, you know, that it's a nice gold. But yeah, I tested it and it's nephrite jade. It's absolutely lovely. But I will show that soon. Might record that later, actually. You can go out and enjoy the sunshine, honestly. Like, it is lovely out there. It's I would go and sit in the garden, but like we get the shade on our back garden in the afternoon. I could go and sit out the front where it is dead nice. Like that's where the sun is right now. But I haven't done this for a while and I really fancy doing some today. So, because it's like back to work tomorrow and I'm going to be making, doing lots of listing. Oh, right. So there's jadeite jade and nephrite jade. This is basically just what I know from watching like the, you know, jewellery channel. So there's jadeite jade and nephrite jade. I think nephrite jade is the jade that is like the really desirable one. It's but like jade is like a bracketed term for nephrite and jadeite. If you see what I mean. So yeah, jadeite jade, nephrite jade, and this is testing as nephrite jade. Actually, shall I just show you it now? I'll show you it better like in the video, but I'll show you the necklace I made. Because I think it's lovely. Right, so there's no markings on this. But it's super lovely. And the stones, they're testing as nephrite. And then, I mean, like that is definitely a gold clasp. It's not marked, but that's gold. Like, that's definitely gold. You can tell by the colour that that's definitely gold. And then it's the same colour surrounds on the stones, but the chain is a different colour. It's a slightly yellower gold. So I do think I do. They're all testing as gold. Like all the gold elements are testing as gold. So, but yeah, but I would be tempted to send that away to get stamped. You see, so even though I'd have to pay like 18 quid to get it stamped, it would be worth it. But yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? It's really nice. And I think that was in a charity shop for £1.99. But you can't blame them for missing things like that, because that's, you know, when it's not marked and it's like, oh, that looks like a nice green, maybe gold-plated necklace. But it was the clasp that, like, I figured it might be nephrite, you know, or some kind of jade because of the colouring of it. And then when I saw the clasp, I'm like, that's definitely gold, though. That really, you know, feels like gold. So, yeah. Right, what am I doing here now? I do want to do something with this heart. It would mean opening up another thing of gold. Do you think it's time? Yeah, definitely. It'll increase its value because like then the buyer can be sure that it is gold, whereas like they're not so inclined to buy it if it's not actually marked as gold. You see? Ah, thank you, Anne. Thanks, Mandy. I do think I think I've got excellent taste, and I think people that buy from me have excellent taste. Like in jewellery, at least, you know, maybe not with other things. People might disagree with other things that I like. But definitely in jewellery, I think I have great taste. And I think that's important for a jewellery seller to, you know, to actually have, you know, an eye for things. And I think it's something that can partially be learned. I think you can learn how to spot stones and gold and silver and things. But I think actually knowing what is a nice design is something that that can't really be learned. You just have to like something or not. And yeah, that's it really, isn't it? Like Stephen has excellent and bizarre taste, and thankfully his taste in stuff is generally means that it's like good value and things. Like, I mean, like good quality stuff. Right, I'm trying to work out what it is that I want to do with this shape. I put a black stone in the middle. And hi, Sarah. All encompassing of styles. Yes, I do like a lot of things. Like my favorites. I mean, who doesn't love Art Deco? But obviously, I love like 60s stuff, and I love like popular culture and things. You know. Yes, Fiona's on the shelf. There's Fiona. I'm keeping Fiona because, like, you know, because she is haunted. You know. And maybe I'm the only one that can save her. I think I am going to put a bunch of shapes onto this little widget that I've made. So I've got like nuts and bolts and stars and little dots and things. So I think a bunch of stars are definitely going on there. And I've got little domes and little hearts. Hello, Shen. That's a new name. Hello, Shen. How are you? Stars. Am I right? Should I be doing that? Yeah, why not? Why not? And I maybe need another sparkly bit in there. I'm going like rogue on these designs. I haven't actually like drawn a design for a while. I'm wondering if it's like doing an actual design. It's like, oh, that's pressure. Whereas going freeform, like, it's so much more relaxed. It's all groovy. It's okay. You know? Not saying that I don't like designing things, I do. It's just then, it's so difficult translating that, because some things you design, you just like, when you come to do it, it's like, actually, that wouldn't work, But, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint on some of these little shapes that I've previously made out of the precious metal clay. So I'm just dampening the area for them to go on so that hopefully they shall stick. Oh, you're the one who bought the Minnie Mouse necklace. Oh, did she like it? Have you given it to her yet? That's cool. Yay. I'm listing things into my pussy galore. Oh, fabulous. How is your mugshots one coming along as well? Stephen is very inventive with his shop categories too, not just your standard, jewellery, other stuff. He's a very inventive lad. Young man. Hello, Susan. So I've got, like, in my head right now, I have got the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy theme tune. Because it's cool. And the start. And I am definitely, I think, a lot happier at being a bit more uneven about things, whereas I was trying to be perfect when I was making, say, like tasties, like bit of jewellery. But when I feel like I'm making it for myself, like, and I feel a bit more rogue, it's all gravy. If I fuck it up, it doesn't matter. But if I'm making it for someone else, I can't fuck it up. That's not allowed. See, Mum's all right. Mum's decided that she doesn't like the shape of the lawn out the back, so she's dug up all the bricks that are around it and then turned them round. But it keeps her busy, keeps her off the streets, doesn't it? She's happy enough. Right. Put some hearts on. And another one. And then I'll decide afterwards whether I actually like this. And another one this side. I'm going to need some of this squidgy stuff. Perfection is overrated. What was that? Exactly, yes. Square buildings are just made as safe as space savers, really, aren't they? Did I see there's Karin there? Hi, Karin. Right. So 3 hearts, 3 stars on, and then a bunch of rivets. Rivets. I'm making rings for a change. But I'm just putting lots of shapes onto a knobbly bit, basically, that's going to go, that will hopefully be the top of a ring. I'm probably doing it in all the wrong way. I should probably be attaching that to the ring base first, but you know me. Why should I do things in logical orders? You know? That just wouldn't make sense. I'm going to do the sticking the tongue out thing, by the way. It's more fun this way anyway, isn't it? Like so, and then I'll just add on there one more tiny little star. Like so, and one of them. No, you don't want to sit there. Organized chaos, yes. Or even just, no, not absolute chaos. Can't be doing with that. Organized chaos like my accounts. Which would freak Karin out. Right. There we go. So I've done like a little nubbiny type there. Possibly at some point, Anne, maybe. I'm sure she'd be up for doing that at some point. But with her, it'll be like a 30-second where it'll be like, well, that's this, and this is Japonica for Sumida, and this is a Libelus. Okay. And that'll be about it. Right. What's that? After going to put out, it really needs dry cleaning. Why does it need dry cleaning? Do I need to open another one? Yes, I will do. Is it a bit stinky? Just Febreze it and put it outside. I had someone leave me negative, which was nice, because apparently the clasp on their bracelet kept coming undone. So rather than actually contacting me and sending it back, they'd rather just leave a negative. I'm the film expert, I can direct it. There's no directing my mother. Are you mad? Things are meant to smell vintage, Karin. That's the fun. Right, what was I going to do? Rings on here. Yeah, people suck. Right, I need to get these off here without breaking them. Well, this side looks like it wants to come off. That's okay. You're all right. But this side might be a bit more tricky. Okay. Put you on there to warm up a bit. Right. So this is one little shape that I'm going to add to something. So I'm wondering whether to put it on this one, because this has got a textured base, but I need to add on the owl too. I'm wondering whether that would work, or whether it's just owl on its own, or whether it's just that on its own like that. Don't know. It is, it's a that's a little Bobby Dazzler there, a little textured Bobby Dazzler going on there. I'm thinking the owl goes on top of the black one, maybe. I don't know yet. See, I've made all of these little bits without actually designing the end piece and knowing where it's going, but that's okay, isn't it? That's okay. We're allowed. Right, let's try and take these rings off the bit of paper. That one doesn't want to come off yet. That's okay. You're still drying. And you slightly snapped, which is just fantastic. Shouldn't have taken them off yet. I always do this, don't I? Get impatient. But it's okay. It's alright, but it's okay. I can fix it. Because this one's a very thin one. So I'm just gonna water. Hi, Antoinette. No, I'm not. I have this very bizarre Puritan thing of the jewellery that I want to make. I'm all right with using recycled silver, but I don't want to use other people's designs in it, if you see what I mean. Like someone else has made that single earring to their design, not my design, if that makes sense. Like I want it to be all me. It's all about me. Right. Squidge you out a bit. You should hold. Like so. I think you're going to be the owl one, actually. What do you think? Should be the owl one. That makes me a real artist. Piss artist, maybe. I'm just going to pop you there. See, this is on my, that's the cup warmer thingy. That's helping to dry the clay out. Okay. Stand up nice. There we go. Right. Let's work on the one that's actually properly dried, shall we? Oh, you are fancy, Antoinette. Do you make anything from them after that? See, that could be nice on there. So I need to build the back up a little bit. Oh. Do I put the Sacred Heart on there? I'm going to need more ring bases. See, this is going to need like a vine or something on it. If I put the sparkly thing on there, think it needs something. Well, there's always a way of fixing that, Karen, and that's to, you know, get stuff and put it on your shop, you know. To make your own way. Oh, that's genius, yes. That would be so cool. Right, so I'm going to make like a little table. What size is this? Put this on. Oh, yeah, I'm fine now, Sarah. Yeah, there's nothing really bothering. I get the occasional twinge after I go for a wee. That's about it, to be honest. There's no really long-lasting effects now, I think. Other than like I'm still numb in places like the skin. I don't think I'll get that feeling back. But never mind. I used to make bullet jewelry. That's cool. Antoinette, that is so cool. How did you form it into shapes then? What was that, Sarah? Did I miss something? To make silver jewelry back in the... Oh, that's so cool. Right, let's squidge this on. And hopefully make this into sort of like a signet ring. I hope. Someone outside is singing Beethoven Symphony No. 9. That's weird. Lost in wonder, love and praise. Beethoven's Ode to Joy. Right. Now, let's shape this in. So this is going to be kind of like a little signet ring, I suppose. Hopefully it's big enough to maybe be a man's ring. Maybe. I barely have the patience to. I'm just kind of like moulding the bit of clay up and around the bits that I'd already formed. And then like adding texture, but I don't want to make it too perfect, because then I start fiddling with it too much and then I tend to ruin it. So it's the knowing when to stop at the moment. Oh, that's cool. That will be the next step at some point, is like the making of molds and like casting things. Because you've got to make the original first, haven't you? Right, that is there. That look about even? How can we bestow joy on Lainey? Oh, I don't know. Send her that Birdman that she likes? Pay for him to be a stripper? Or at least read her some bedtime stories, maybe. Is that what you'd like, Lainey? I'm going to do the tongue mouth thing. Right. Needs prettying up in there. I need to get some more of that syringe version of this so that I can draw more of the shapes and things. So I've nearly run out of that because I got addicted to making little shapes and it doesn't go far when you're doing that. So where's Lainey's joy gone then? Oh, bloody hell. Oh, Lainey, you can't do a third time. That'll just be ridiculous. Although, then I think like you would probably be like the most resilient person. Well, we know that anyway, don't we? Right, I think that's properly all joined together. Even it up a little bit. And then give it some nice texture, I think. Exactly. We all just need a little bit of Lainey's blood, don't we? Maybe Lainey was like patient zero. She holds the cure. But seriously though, I hope your son hasn't got it, and I hope that you definitely don't have it, because that'll be a right pisser. Even you out. Okay. So this is like sort of like a signet ring. What do you think? Lainey is like the oracle in the Matrix. She really is. Mum's throwing bricks around the garden. Okay, so I'm going to put that one on to dry. Because I think that one's doing okay. Right, this one, it's got cracks in it. This one would be a nice big one though. What are we going to put on that? No. I think it would look silly if it just has the tiny little thingy on it. I think maybe this one needs something, some big bastard, doesn't it? It does. It needs a big bastard. I know, right? They, yeah, it looks really weird. It comes out white, doesn't it? Because silver is actually just, you know, shiny white, really, isn't it? So in a way, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, it is mad that they go in just looking like, you know, like that's never going to be a nice silver thing, and they come out looking right pretty. Right. I do want this to be a nice shiny big ring. So I'm just going to pop that on there to dry a bit more. Right, it looks like my owl is sticking on that one. So that's going to be quite a cool ring. I do think it needs a little something else. Because I always think it needs something else, and then I go and ruin it, don't I? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't need something else. Maybe it just needs reinforcing. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Paintbrush. So how many have I got? I've got one. I think that's nearly finished. This one, I can't really carve texture into it, but the owl is already very nicely carved. For God's sake, stop moving around. Put a bit either side. Hopefully reinforce this a bit. You can hear Mum huffing and puffing outside. Lainey doesn't have knickers. She doesn't see the point in them. She's like, well, they're coming off anyway. I'm just reinforcing the owl on here, so excuse me while I stick tongue out and concentrate for a sec. Just by pushing the clay in around the shank. Like so. No, because it just wants to fall off now, don't you? Yes, of course. Stop. Right, put you back on to dry. Is this nice and warm? You know how train is tied together and thrown over. Who knows? Because she's filth. Filth, that Lainey. Pure filth. She's not really. Obviously, she's a delight. Doesn't fit on that one. Where's the other one gone? There it is. Okay. Let's pop you on there so I can work on you. I really want to do something with the big heart. Oh, I could do another sacred heart, couldn't I? Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Right, so lump of this. Let's put square dew in. And then I'll have to syringe all around the edge, won't I? I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So I've got my syringe of clay. Which is obviously going to need a poke. Like Lainey. Yes, pants are unnecessary, says Lainey. So I might just cut that end off. And what did your mother say to that, Stephen? Come on. Come on. You do want to come out. There we go. There we go. Right. So I am going to squidge on kind of like thorns, hopefully, on this sacred heart. So I'm going to do a sacred heart ring. I'm going to wet all around. Okay. Hopefully it will stick, and hopefully the little like thorns that I'm doing around the heart will act as like a bezel to keep it in. Of course you had a nanny. So you didn't have to wash your trousers as often. I guess that's kind of true, actually, isn't it? Or rather, the housemaid didn't have to wash them as often. Squidge is a technical term. It's very technical. That one squidged in the wrong direction. It's a bit like icing a tiny little cake. like so. Come on. Come on. There we go. So, Sacred Heart. Let me just tidy up a little bit. It's cute. It's cute. I'm hoping it'll sit on that one, you know? Hope so. Right. Next thing. Yes, I was reinforcing my owl. That's true. I was reinforcing my owl. He's getting there. He does need to dry out a little bit more before I can add a bit more texture. But I think I have got one ring pretty much done. I quite like the kind of signet ring. I think that one's looking all right. How are you doing? You're going to need reinforcing there too, but that's what you're going on, aren't you? I need to tidy this bit up because look, see, that's not good. Well, are you editing, Lainey? Is that what you're doing? That'll be next thing for you, isn't it? Like learning Photoshop and things like that, Lightroom and stuff. Right. Hopefully I can fix this crack. At some point, I'm going to do a bracelet, and I want to do a little scene of Red Riding Hood going into the forest with like the wolf in the forest with just like his eyes, like two little red eyes peeping out. I think that would be cool. Or like the Wizard of Oz, like going up to the Emerald City. So I've got some cool green stones to use. Oh, hi Yvonne. Will I ever do brooches? There is no point in me wasting silver on brooches, and I mean that in a nice way, because the reason that you have silver generally is so it doesn't tarnish like next to your skin. And obviously brooches you don't wear on your skin unless you're some kind of weird sadomasochist, which actually with Susan I can kind of believe. But now, brooch would take up far too much silver, really. I will make little charms, like little charms for bracelet and stuff. But rings are my favourite thing to make and my favourite thing to wear, really. No, sorry. I can make you a wolfy something. Again, like a little wolf in the darkness. I really wish I'd have stolen a Bad Wolf poster, like when I was like seeing that episode being filmed, like the one at the Cardiff Fruit Market, the one that you can see my bag in as I walk past. Have I got any? Oh yes, I'm working on this shank. Right, so back to this shank. Do I want to texture it? It's going to have that, and eventually I want it to have thing around it maybe. It's a shame it's not more malleable when it's like that. Yeah, but what about, okay, maybe like a charm that's on a chain that can be pinned. How about that? Maybe. That's doable. I don't know, I think I'm trying to do too much on that one. Should put this hand on. Hey, hey. Mr. Matt Mason. How are you? Hey, hey. I don't know which way round this one is. Right, so I've got the little hand here and the little sacred heart. And I kind of like it to go on this one, maybe. But I am going to, hang on. Oh, that's very nice. Right, you sit there. Ick, it's all squidgy. Right, you spare bits. Go in there. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, it's a Peter Kay one where someone ends up in paving slab. Yes, I shall accept that offer. Thank you. Here we go. Yes, that's me. I'm in the background somewhere. Hello, Sam. Sam's adventures. Have you had any adventures this weekend? Vinegar Jar, Peter was in here earlier saying about all the boot sales that he'd been to this weekend. No, I've been to the pub. Because, you know, it's bank holiday weekend and why not? Let's just fix this little bit here. There we go. Hello. Oh, you've been selling a car boot as well. Nice. My sister's at Malvern today. She's gone with her husband and the dog, and she's taken £250 with her because she wants to buy something nice for the garden. She's thinking maybe a sundial, perhaps. Something like that. But Steve doesn't know that she's taken money with her and that she wants something nice and expensive for the garden. But it's her money and she can do what she wants, isn't it? Her money, her garden. Do what you want. Right. That one should be okay, so I'll leave that one to dry. Should we check on the owl? He said he went to boot fairs, and I said no, you went to boot sales. And he's like, oh, sorry, Lex, boot sales. Like, that's better. I think my owl is attached. Is quite a random sentence. I'm just gonna nicely try and like smooth the clay into the owl's bum. So that it stays properly. Now I do have some more shapes I can use as well. I might move that off there. I do need to, I've got to fire that first before I can use it, see. Fish have writing can frost until, absolutely, yeah. Why doesn't he get this? He's a strange boy. Right, is it going to be, it's going to be raining from like Wednesday onwards, isn't it? Which means that I should probably have a good old listing week. Because I've got a fuck ton of stuff. And a fuck ton of nice stuff as well that I really should get listed. So if it's raining from Wednesday, and besides, I obviously don't need stock because, you know, because, oh yeah, that's cool. That is cool, owl. I think they are banging all day. Oh, Susan. Go join in. Because that wouldn't be weird at all. Right, I hope you, Stony McStoneface, are not going to be weird and pop out. Okay. How are you doing? You look ready to have something put on you. Except that bit isn't ready. No, that bit's going on there. It's the hand that's going on this one. Okay. It's the thing about bank holiday weekends. People feel like, right, it's either go to the beach, you know, or build something, make something. I have pretty much the same description for everything, or like as in, this is a bracelet. It's this long. I don't go into detail. There's no point. People don't read the descriptions anyway, apparently. Because the amount of times they'll go like, oh, how long is this bracelet? It's like, well, it's in the description. So, oh, what is it in, you know, inches or centimeters? Like, people are far too peoply. Okay, I think that's cool. And then you can be holding the Sacred Heart. I just can't work out which way round it is. I think it's that way round. Yeah. What about you, Sarah? I reckon Bad Wolf is a minimal description person too. Right, just add the Sacred Heart. So skeletal hand, hold in, Sacred Heart. Cool. Nice and goth. And then I might paint on some little weirdy bits down the side, because I can. What bits? Some little nuts and bolts. Yeah. Why not? Oh, there's 56 of you watching. Well, you probably just got me in the background while you're doing stuff in it, while you're putting up shelves or erecting sheds next to Susan, because she's into that. They like to go detailed. I think it's because of the way I list, though. Like I list very quickly, so I don't do detailed descriptions, like because of that as well. Like if I'm listing, gold color bracelets, I'll do like 10 gold color bracelets in a row with the title, gold color bracelet. And then just change a couple of details for each one. Actually, no, I don't think it does need that. It doesn't need it. That's cool though. Now with this clay, I do love a good shed. With this clay, I have to, it's a bit more intense than the clay I've been using before, because this one has to be fired at 900 degrees, whereas the other one, it's only 650. So it takes a lot longer to fire this one, but the end results are more strong. Yeah, that's what I think. Photos there, they never read the description anyway. I fill in the item specifics as much as I can. What more information do they need? Hello, this is a lovely bracelet. It is made of some kind of metal with kind of a gold colouring on top of it. It has a clasp. You can see all that, innit? Yay. Right. That ring's finished. Stop doing things to it. I think that ring's finished. I should stop doing things to it. Now you see that? See, it's a hand holding Sacred Heart there. And then when it's brought out of the kiln, I can just bend those bits over. Oh, thank you very much. Good morning. What country are you in then? Need to rest you, don't I? Right. You're looking a little bit stronger. I have to file you down quite a lot. 3 sweaty men. That's Stephen's dream. Describe like there's no pictures and yes. That's what I like to think I do, but I know I don't. I just go, there it is. There. Do you want it? I shouldn't be in advertising, that's for sure. I'd be like, there's a thing. That's how much it costs. Do you want it or not? Huh? From Canada. We have a few Canadian friends here. Wouldn't it be nice one day, on a quiet day like this, to have everyone that's watching just say hello in the chat? People that have never said hello before. They've been like too scared and stuff. To just come and go, hi. Hiya. One day. If you're feeling brave today, do it. Go on, I dare you. It's only Karen who bites. Not you, Karen. You always say hello. I mean, people who don't normally. Leslie Chadwick, hello. Tutti Frutti, hello. Fabulous. Hi, Dawn. See, there we go, another Canadian. So welcome, welcome, welcome. See, I'm filing now, so I'm going to get covered in this dust. Carly Player, hiya. Gastol already going, hey, it toots. Bonjour tout le monde. Ah, bonjour. From Montréal. Excusez, tu fais une chambre? Oui, je fais une chambre. C'est un hôtel. There you go. Hello from Indiana. Hello, Sarah. Brian Solorzano, you are a comedian. Ah, oui. Don't tell me to do my Yorkshire French is to best. Le chat est sous la branche. No, sous la table. See, there you go. See, that was a joke. That was an actual joke that I told. That was, excuse me, do you have any rooms? Of course we have rooms. It's a hotel. There you go. Yes, do exactly what Lainey says. And if you haven't subscribed to Lainey, I would like 300 words on why you haven't already. Unless, of course, you just go over there and do it now. And also Josh as well. JD Network. Because he is getting close to 1,000 subs, I think. Rim shot. Sounds a bit rude to me, but there we are. That's just me, though. I need a new bit of thing. Bit of sandpaper. It's going to take a while to get this one. Yes, for your information. What about you, Karen? It's all about carring, isn't it? It's always all about carring. Yes, Josh is getting near 1,000. Thing is, Karen, Josh does videos. Can't ask people to subscribe and then not do anything. Put my flat cap on and call into bath. Into it, mother.
Aye, I could just do that right now.
What? Put call in bath? That'd be a bit weird. I hope you've got sunblock on. You haven't, have you?
Yes. It's probably worn off by now.
Probably by now. You probably sweated it off.
Yeah.
Yes, you do, Lainey, you do. I would never do that, Sarah.
We shouldn't eat all those waffles.
Do you want me to go over the road and get you one?
I can survive. I'll have a drink instead.
There's some squash there.
I think that would be a better idea.
Or a gin and tonic.
No, not in the sun. I'll pretend.
I do fancy some lemonade though. I'll go over and get some in a bit. There's something very sitting in the sun about lemonade rather than Coca-Cola, isn't it?
Yeah.
Prefer a lemonade in the sun. Right, we're getting there, getting there. That bit's a bit smoother. Just got to do this bit. So Josh is on 940 subs. So yeah, we haven't got enough to get him to 1,000 right now. But you know, Josh was looking at Thai. Is that some kind of code? Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I didn't see that comment there. Thank you. I bleached it first and then I mixed some lilac and some blue dye together. Because if I'd have put blue just straight on to the bleached yellow hair, it would have gone green. So put lilac in it. No, Pepsi Max doesn't feel like a sunshine drink. Lemonade. Sunshine lemonade. Yeah. Oh, right, at the Build-A-Bear. I think he secretly wanted to have a little bear to put them all on at that point. But there was a heck of a lot of that stuff, so Carla did very well. I had some nice gin and tonics yesterday in the pub and some nice food. Trying to conquer the disaster that is my back room today, so it's nice to have some company. Oh, blimey, is that like a stock room? Full to the brim. Hello, Cherie. I think we're nearly there on this one. This one hopefully is going to be a reasonably big one. It does shrink down a little bit, so that might fit that finger, which I think is a size R or S. So I've been trying to do a couple of slightly bigger sizes today. Still needs a good filing down, actually. Let's get, so you've got micro files here. Just going to file that a bit inside. Extension to my yeah. That's what that bit down there is a bit like at the moment, my cinema seats, because you can't actually use them as seats right now because they have to be like attached to the floor basically, or attached to a bit of wood, because they're not. They're just sort of like a coat rack right now. Oh, hello, Richard. How are you? He does, Carly. Yes. Josh is lovely. He's a good boy, but he does like weird old shit. I have to also finish off that mini giveaway that I did the other week from the Sparkly Things video, where it was just for a cute little bookmark. So I have to probably draw that tomorrow, because people were suggesting what was a good summer book to read. And some of them did actually sound quite interesting, so that's cool. God, this one's taken a while. Oh, that would be cool now, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, that's better. Now, Richard has a lot of outhouses. He knows a good shed. That's what I want in a man, sheds. Should be on my Tinder profile, which I don't have, by the way. Oh yes, didn't you go live last night, Richard? Right, that's a bit better, still a bit wobbly, but you know, wobbly is okay, we know this. We know this is fine, because that is going to go on there. We hope. It was a bit tipsy, oop. There we go. Right, I've definitely got 3 rings. Nearly done, I think. Yeah. And then I might just fire this bit in there as well. A good shed really is everything. I love a good shed. It is my dream to have lots of sheds. God. Right, I can't. Oh, bollocks, I fucked that bit up. Wasn't dry enough. I should know this by now. Leave it till it's dry. Because you only go and fuck it up. Like it just did. Put it back. Leave it to dry. What am I like? Well, exactly. You can never have too many sheds. Right, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the Sacred Heart ring today because it's taken a while to dry, that one. But I'll finish off the shank, and then I might see if I can make a couple of charms, maybe. Need a drink though. what was Richard talking about in the live then that cheered everyone up? Getting there, it's getting there. So dusty. And the thing is, I'll have to like fire it, I have to clear all of this away. Ah. Okay. I think that bit's done. Oh, just good company. That's nice to know, isn't it? Right. So they will have to wait for a while. But I think they're definitely done. Oh, hello. It's Lex with 2 X's, Dorothy. Thank you for coming over. Yeah, I'm Lex with 2 X's, no I. But thank you for joining us. It's very kind. Don't know what to do next. I'm covered in dust. Covered in dust. Dust. No, I'm not making a wedding ring or anything. I'm just making rings, you know. Just making rings. Because I like making rings. I'm going to tidy some bits away. And then I think I'm going to make a little pendant. Oh no, do you know what I do want to make? I want to make a little wolf. Don't I? Right, so I need to draw. What shape is a wolf? Bad. Right. The moon. Do wolves have big tails like foxes? It's just looking like a cat, really. What do you think? Do they? Would it be curled round? Like a fox has a big tail. That's how you know it's a fox. And big pointy ears. That's a fox. That's true, because it is a bad wolf. They do have a big tail. Do they go up? Let's see. Oh, they more stand. They don't really, right. So not really sitting. That's the difference. That's because a cat would sit and do it. So it's more, ow, ear, arch, slight, like that. Looking a little bit more camel than I expected. No, that's not right. Hi, Helen. That's the face. Could do. Could do. Let me just see if I can do it again. Right. Ear back. Because I'm trying to do it in miniature, you see. Because, you know me, I like small things. It's the getting the tilt of the head right as well. Maybe. Right. Wolf. Head. Images. That's an interesting one. Woo! Slight point. They got point in the ears. Woo! Does Susan actually like wolves though? Or is it, I know she likes the Doctor Who part of wolfiness. That's doable. 666 hallmark. That's a cool one. See, it's wolfy like that. I don't think I'll have enough clay for it though, because I've only got that left in the syringe. So I could do the mini one. Let's see if I can do the mini one. See, what I do is I do like a base layer, and then I come back in when it's hardened slightly and do like almost like carving of the clay to get a bit more detail in. So you like poke the clay around into the sort of shapes. It's very important to get that pointed ear bit at the back, see, because that's how you know that the head is really going back. You see. Oh, Pamela, you go, enjoy the sun, dude. Don't stay here with me. It's only the weirdos that are here with me. Look at them. Do it snarling. And some texture in the fur, and getting the hind leg right as well. And the whip of the tail. Now that one might turn out okay. I think if I put it in front of a moon, then it would work. You see? Oh, yeah, Fiona, yes. She's a bit evil, isn't she? But, poor Fiona. Yeah, that wolf could work. That could work. I'll leave it dry. Leave it dry. And I'll make a little shapey shape. How much will I need? Oh yeah, I'm keeping Fiona. Hi Heather. Yes, I've made 3 rings so far, and then the components to another, but I've got to fire other bits to add to that, and then I'm making it a little sort of charm-ish kind of thing. Maybe for Susan, but you know, she'd be like, I don't like things that Lex has touched close to my skin in case I get, you know, humanoid disease. That was a very good impression of Susan, by the way. Yeah, can you do such an? I do have good eyesight, thankfully. Thankfully, I do. I have what's called plano, which is better than 20/20. There you go. Did you know that? Better than 20/20 vision. So I push that down. And now I will make, I need a stencil. I don't like anything. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Susan. Such a good friend, Susan. You're such a good friend. You're so lovely. Oh no, Dawn. Heather. Susan is just always mean to me, and that's just her. That's part of her personality. She is secretly in love with me, and that's why. See? In fact, it's not even that secret. See, there you go. Lainey knows it. And now, in a second, Susan will come in with like, no, I don't. I hate Lex. No, she smells funny. I hate her. She's really weird. I don't like her. You all know. That's what they all say. I'm just collecting up all the crumbs of silver powder to go in here. Lainey, is that true? Or is it the other way round? Lainey at this point will go, I'm not getting involved, it's between you guys. But who is the one right here that is making a little bit of jewellery for someone else? Huh? Huh? I'm the nice person. Okay. Cut this bit out. Oh God, you don't want it to come out, do you, bugger? See? Yeah, I do, don't I? Yeah. Yes, you remain on the fence with your knickers, Lainey. Has that been See, I am a nice person. See, now I didn't say anything about like, oh, well, Susan deserves to get no, but see what I have to put up with. She's so mean. Here I am, just being nice. There's no point really, is there? There's just no point. I give up. Do you know what I do need? A hole punch. There it is. Make sure it's got Made in Wales on it. It's gonna have 2 X's in a diamond. I'm sure it'll come back, Heather. He'll be reincarnated somehow. Oh, come on. Now, this is a biopsy thing, and it is meant to take a tiny little circle of clay out of this, but I think it's still too wet. And it doesn't want to come out. Come on. Dang it. Oh, drink. Heather is the posh one. Posh witch. Okay, I don't know why, but it just doesn't want to come out. So I think I fucked it up already because the clay is a little bit wet. Oh. Right. You guys, stay there. Stay. And you. And where's the bit I was working on? That one. Not quite done yet. Got to wait for you to dry. Right, so we have a recap. So that's ring number 1. That's ring number 2. That's number 3. And then number 4 is still drying, so I can't pick that one up. And then I'm trying to do this one, but it doesn't want to work because my clay was too wet. I'm trying to put a hole in it, see, so that I can eventually put a jump ring through it and actually make it into a little charm or a pendant. What I will also do with this circular one is kind of do sort of like an impression of a moon in there, I think. So I'll do I do it this end. Like so. Oh, like taking the Mickey, taking the Michael. Yes, other British all just we're all very like sarcastic and take the piss out of each other quite a lot. I'm just doing like a little textured kind of indented intaglio moon. Yes, I did give up smoking. I haven't smoked since last September, and I've put on 2 stone. Yay! But never mind. Never mind. They wouldn't have done the operation if I was still a smoker. See, so I said, oh, I'd actually better give up then. No. Yes, it is, isn't it, Susan? Yes. It's the only language Susan actually knows fluently. Right. Tiny little stars. How will I do tiny little stars? Tiny little stars. With a tiny little pointer. Tiny star. Tiny star. Thank you. Yes, I mean, it does get tempting sometimes, especially, in the pub and stuff like that. But, or when, you get stressed and things. But been okay so far. Don't get me wrong, I have, wanted to, but I'm not going to. At least I don't think. Oh, I'm not going to. Because that would be a waste now, wouldn't it? All that time without it, just to break it. Leave the wolf on there. I'm hoping that this will be dry enough for me to pick it up soon so I can actually show you. The little wolf is drying on there. I'll give him a little carve again. He's got a little bit of a fat neck at the moment. Let's just even that out. And there we go. So we've got his foot properly done. Got his tail. There we go. You tiny little wolf. Mini wolf. Mum's out in the garden. She's redoing the shape of the lawn or something because, I wouldn't say I detest the smell of smoke. If someone is smoking a menthol around me, I'm still a bit like, ah. But normal cigarettes, I never really liked the smell of anyway. I always thought they smelled gross. But I do like. I also like the ritual of rolling a cigarette. Like I think that's quite nice. So I'd be quite happy to roll them up and not smoke them. But I do miss it sometimes. Like, the first one of the day is the cigarette I miss the most, and the one like after food. But never mind. I'm trying to detach this. Getting there. I'm wondering if I can paint the moon. I should do that, shouldn't I? I haven't tried enameling yet. That'll be soon, I think. Because I'm still getting used to the silver itself, so I don't want to do like too many things to one item when I'm still learning the basics, you see. Right, yeah. I'm gonna do gold moon.
Gold moon.
With my 24 karat gold accent clay, which I still haven't managed to perfect yet, but we'll give it a go. We'll just layer it on and see what happens. So I'm just painting the moon part of this. Kind of doesn't look evil enough yet. Okay. Time smiles and bit. Yeah, I know what you mean. Totally. You think like, God, did I smell that bad all that time? No bird would never touch the fag or wanted to. I started smoking because I smoked weed, and that was it. All right, Mum. You a bit stiff?
Yes. I need the lubrication of tea.
Cup of tea. Well, if you insist, I'll have a coffee.
I didn't insist.
It looked like you were insisting because you poured enough water in.
Oh, cream crackers. I've done a good half of it anyway. But I think it'll look better because it'll have a broader edging, and then when I mow, I can mow over the edging so it doesn't go much of a cloud.
Right.
And I've got a wider border down this side.
For more plants to fit in.
Yes.
So you can go to Home Base and buy some more plants tomorrow. What a good idea!
I never thought of that.
Of course not.
No, I'm thinking what kind of plants to go there, because with that leak, because there is a leak, I know there's a leak from somewhere. It's from the overflow from the boiler,
Right.
and because the pipe has got a bend where the drum is, it's leaking from there. I suppose I could fix it. But
Pamela is saying that she'll make you a cuppa and also a homemade biscuit.
oh, lovely. I'll be there now.
Now in a minute.
Just now.
Just now. Be there just now in a minute. Oh, there's lovely. There now in a minute. It's lovely.
Cracking.
More cheese from it. Right. pick you up and put you on there to dry. That's one little charm. What's not very keto? Coffee is all right on keto. I drink coffee all the time. A danko mother. Yeah, that's not going to work.
Maybe it's a 2 biscuit break, don't you?
Oh, definitely. Have I fired this one already?
I passed those biscuits round yesterday, those nice ones.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll pass to the nearest.
Don't give the boys the posh biscuits.
Steve takes 2. Tom takes 2. So there's 2 left. One for me and one for Kate.
Rude.
They weren't brought up, they were dragged up.
Yeah, well, that's your daughter.
Well, she spoils them rotten.
Yeah.
That's what she does.
Can you explain a little how you work with the gold? This is 24 karat accent gold for silver, which I still haven't perfected the use of yet, so that's why I'm practicing it on this one. So again, it's just like kind of like the clay stuff. Just added a little bit of like distilled water to it, a couple of drops because it comes in powder form. Mix it up into a paste, and then you paint it on very sparingly. But you have to have a couple of layers to actually get it to be like the gold. It's basically like gold plating, painting on gold plate. I shall do, Dawn. It's not about my mum though. My mum can get her own channel. It's all about me, this channel, me. But no, I will do. I will do. She's working hard. Having a cuppa. Is there anything else I can do now? I think I'm nearly at the end. Oh yeah, now in a minute is a very very Welsh thing. I'll be there now in a minute. But it does make sense to us. I'll be there now, as in like, I'm coming now. Like, all right. Like it's like going like, hold your horses, I'll be there now. In a minute. See, it's like going like God. That sort of thing. I'll be there now in a minute. So it does make sense. What will happen to Wallace from Wallace and Gromit? Have they got plans to do any more? I wonder. Like, will they do more? Because you're right, it would seem very strange without him. Very strange. Not sure if I'd like that. Right. Are you nearly right? Okay, so this is Susan's charm so far. So that's the moon in the middle. Gold moon. There is texture in there, but you can't see it because of the gold paint. No, we're not saying that it's the same thing. It's a sentence. I'll be there now, comma, in a minute. And whose coat is that jacket? Look starved to death means you look cold. Right, so that's gold put on. I think Little Wolf. Little Wolfie. As long as he comes off the paper all right, he should be okay. And I will just squidge on the back of him. Right, come off clean. There we go. I'm just going to put a little bit of syringe on the back of him so that I know he will stick. Bit of water, I think. Everyone's got their like weird phrases and sayings, haven't they? Right. Here we go. I will let that dry a lot. All of these have got to be really super dry before I fire them, because this is the 950 clay, and it fires at a higher temperature, which means that like when it's heating up, if there's any bit in there that's still still wet, it'll expand. Like the steam will come out of it too quickly, and it'll go to the piece. Because that's how I broke one ring that I fired, because I didn't actually dry it enough. So there. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to leave it there for today. And I'm going to go and sit outside in the sun with me mum. Tidy all this away. Start the kiln up. It'll take about half an hour for it to heat up to temperature. By then, those hopefully should be dry enough that I can fire them. I'm also going to fire these little bits. So I'm going to fire that because that's going to be attached to another ring afterwards, but I can't bend it right now. So I've got to fire it first and then bend it. And the other bits can wait. And I'll pack all of this up. But yeah, so that's me for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I shall show you in a couple of days probably, or maybe even tomorrow possibly, what the end result of these will be. And then probably by the end of the week, I will have enough to actually send off and get hallmarked and then put them up for sale, which will just be mad, wouldn't it? Just be mad. But yay. Right. Thank you for joining me, and I shall see you all again soon. Probably tomorrow. I'll probably do a vlog. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye now. Bye.